Now, relief aid has still not reached 5 communities in the Namaqualand region, which have been cut off by heavy rains and flooding. 5 people are still unaccounted for. Search and rescue teams are now on the ground. A mother in Buffelsrivier had to give birth at home as she was cut off from the healthcare facilities. The N7, R352 and R55 have been closed. Senior reporter Reginald Witbooi and senior video journalist Ulrich Hendriks are in Namaqualand and bring us this update.
The situation here in the Namaqualand area is quite bad. 5 towns still cut off, making it very difficult for people to leave their houses to get access to primary health care and also food accessibility. But also what we know at this stage is that yesterday a woman in Buffelsrivier had to give birth to her baby because she was unable to get to a hospital. 5 people also still unaccounted for, and we know that relief aid also from Gift of the Givers on its way this side. Search and rescue teams also on the ground, and we know that the Joint Operations Committee has been established to mitigate this disaster. And also the N7, R352, R355, this road where we are reporting from now, still closed due to the damage that the heavy rains and the floods caused. I am also now joined by Jason Milford, and he is the Namaqualand municipal spokesperson, just to give us an update. Jason, thank you so much for your time. Quite a bad situation here in the Namaqualand area. What is the latest on the ground?
Good morning, Reginald, and good morning to our viewers out there. Yeah, it is quite extensive, more extensive than people would realize. The road that we are on at the moment, as you can see, it's about 30 meters off the road. It's gone. It's it's been swept away by the flood. So no one can access the main roads to get to town, to get to Springbok, to get supplies. Even the shops, they're empty. People can't buy supplies, nothing. Even the new mother, the new baby, there are no supplies for the baby. And unfortunately, circumstances are dire. People can't get anywhere, and we have been trying to, to get some institutions or government departments involved to get air support. And I think that the police are now trying to get a helicopter from one of the branches, from another province. So once we get air support, I think we can bring some relief to these communities. We have the Buffelsrivier area and Komachas and Kleinseer. Kleinseer can't also be accessed because the bridge that accesses Kleinseer, nobody can access Kleinseer either way. So we are cut off from Buffelsrivier, Komachas and Kleinseer, and on the N7 it is Vuurstad and Rooiwal. So these people are destitute, if I can put it like that. And we have yesterday in a joint committee meeting, we are trying to get resources together so that we can help these people. And we've reached the point now where it is quite critical. So we are reliant on a provincial government and our local departments to assist in the matter.
And then also there are talks of having this area being declared a state of emergency. What's the latest on that?
We submitted a report to the Namaqualand district municipality, and they will liaise with the provincial government to determine whether we can declare it as a local state of disaster. And I think that the provincial disaster management team are underway to assess the situation as well. So we will know more once they've arrived here.
In terms of funds, we know that the Namaqualand municipality is unable to assist how they best possible can, what are you hearing from provincial and national? I know you reflected that you are in talks, but are they forthcoming?
There are no commitments at the moment, but we don't want to badmouth anyone because we need help. We are in a very difficult position, so every bit would help. You understand? But at the moment there are no commitments yet, and you know it's a day 4. You understand? And nothing has happened yet, and you know we are worried because food supplies. You know. People are sitting without food, you know, and we've got pensioners and people that are dependent on government grants, you know. Even if they do access the grants, where will they buy food? Where will they buy supplies? So we really need, you know, our leaders to step in.
Thank you so much. I'm going to ask my colleague Ulrich Hendriks just to, who's doing camera work for us today, just to zoom in so that you can get a picture of how severe this situation is here. Also, this crack in this road. Jason, if I can just bring you in once again. Road infrastructure, we know that it's been damaged. One man also on a tractor swept away. Search and rescue teams, what are you hearing from them?
Yeah, the search and rescue teams, you know, they have been invaluable thus far. You know, they are searching for the missing persons on foot. So we know that they are busy. We know that they're on the grounds. Unfortunately, the 5 people, you know, missing. We haven't heard anything. No bodies even were recovered, and as you can see, the road infrastructure here, it's gone. So there's no infrastructure at the moment. It is completely gone, and there is a tear in the road that's getting bigger by the minute. So a huge chunk of this road will eventually, you know, fall away. It's just a matter of time, and yeah, so we need urgent intervention.
Also, that N7 that's closed, that site, we know that goods are being transported daily to Namibia, our neighboring country, and Namibia is heavily dependent on South Africa for goods. In terms of the economy, how is that affected? Are there alternative routes for those trucks to move and get to Namibia and come back to South Africa?
As far as my knowledge, you know, there are alternative routes, but I can't say, you know, with 100% certainty that those routes are conducive. We are not sure. We haven't seen, you know, pictures of these routes, and we don't know how people travel on these routes. So I can't say with certainty that it's safe, it's conducive, and that a product can get to neighboring countries. So, yeah.
Thank you so much. Well, that was Jason Mulford, Namaqualand municipal spokesperson, just giving us the latest on the situation here in Namaqualand, where 5 towns still cut off, 5 people still unaccounted for, and we know roads also closed. And there at the back, if my colleague Ulrich can zoom in, you will see people on that end. Also on the other side, they are trying to get to this side, but they are unable to. So the situation is quite bad. The municipality calling on provincial and national government to come to the table and get their hands on deck to assist them, because here we are talking about lives and livelihoods that are being affected. But we are going to keep you abreast on the latest and how the situation is unfolding. We know that also Gift of the Givers, they are on their way to the Namaqualand area, and we know that they are also trying to arrange a chopper to get aid to those affected towns.